I'm holding off on a little bit of hope that it's not going to taste as bad as it smells. But after the first white blend, it tasted as bad as it smelled. So, cheers. I'm going to need
Can
it.
I opt out?
No. We have arrived at day 20. We're officially 4 days away from completing our calendars. Can you believe that?
Santa's coming.
Oh my god. Let's see what's in store for day number 20.
Oh man. I'm nervous.
It's gonna be a nice dark chocolate, just watch. Is it a new one? It's a new one. It's a new one, isn't it? We got a mocha cocoa. We got our last new cocoa. Did you look at that? So we haven't gotten to brew the hot cocoa in a few days. How do you feel about this one?
Well, I'm sad because it's our last one. It's a little bittersweet. But as for the flavor, I don't know.
Yeah, we were hoping we would get this in like the last 2 days. Much like the peppermint that we got on day 1 and 2. We were hoping this would be 23 and 24. It seemed a little bit of suspense, but can't change that now, unfortunately. It smells
Like a hot cocoa.
like a hot cocoa. Yeah. What is it you said that when we were brewing this? I said it looked like a mocha.
It does look like hot chocolate.
This definitely looks more like a traditional hot chocolate you would see.
Yeah, it looks the most traditional, and
It smells like hot chocolate. Like you could smell the chocolate in this. Where a lot of the other ones, they were either too light or, not enough chocolate in there. Or maybe it was white chocolate, which was still a little lackluster.
yeah. Now, I have some thoughts
Okay.
before we try it. Mocha, isn't that already like coffee, chocolate?
Yes.
I wonder if this is going to be possibly on the higher end of the scale, if this is going to live up to something that's going to be...
I think we're going to get what it looks like. And it's just better tasting hot chocolate than what we've had.
Because, I mean, dark chocolate didn't really live up to...
Oh, you're right. It was more of a milk chocolate.
And then white chocolate...
Well, you're not a fan of.
Yeah, but how did you feel about it?
And yeah, it didn't have strong flavor either.
So I wonder, because mocha is... I feel like that's kind of popular.
I mean, when it comes to coffee,
Yeah.
sure.
So this might have like a coffee-ish taste?
No, I don't think so, because a mocha is just coffee with some chocolate in it.
But then again, coffee and chocolate go well together.
Right, but it doesn't necessarily mean that this will have chocolate in it, or coffee in it. But you might be right. Let's try it. Let's find out.
another thought.
Go on.
Well, now that I've tasted it, I have a... This, to me, tastes and honestly smells just like the hot chocolate that I would take with me when I would go to the Thanksgiving Day parade. And, we would take it in like a big thermos.
Right.
'Cause, it was very cold. New York City. But, that hot chocolate was Swiss Miss.
Right. That's I was gonna say, this is your traditional. I got a packet of hot chocolate. I stirred it in some hot water, and I was trying to remember what the generic big brand was, and it tastes exactly like that.
Yeah, there is nothing mocha about this.
Well, again, so what is mocha? It's just chocolate.
Yeah, but when you think of mocha, you think of coffee and chocolate. At least I do. That's what mocha is, right?
Well, sure. But it definitely has more chocolate flavor than anything else. Which is what you're getting when you order a mocha. It's that chocolate flavor.
So if their intent was just a chocolate, hot chocolate, why call it mocha? Because when you open a hot chocolate packet and it says mocha, you're going to think coffee.
Because no one wants to open a calendar where you're supposed to have all these different hot chocolates and just see hot chocolate.
So then they should have called it like coffee hot chocolate and gave it a coffee flavor.
But what if their intent wasn't to go for coffee flavor?
Well, then they should have just said regular hot chocolate.
But that's what they don't want. That's what you don't want to see.
Okay, but you're misleading it with the mocha.
I don't think it's misleading at all.
I think it's misleading.
Okay, so we looked it up. Yes, the definition of mocha is a fine quality coffee. However, I think, so you're saying that you look at mocha, you think of coffee. I look at mocha and I think chocolate.
When I think of a mocha, my mind goes to coffee and chocolate. Coffee with chocolate.
Right.
So when I saw the mocha hot cocoa, I thought, okay, that's going to be something like a coffee flavored hot chocolate, because you're going to get the chocolate from the hot chocolate, but then you're going to have a coffee flavoring to it. That's what I thought.
Because, so, yes, thinking mocha is coffee and chocolate. However, when I order a mocha, it's because I want that chocolate flavor. Otherwise, I would just order a plain old coffee.
Maybe you just don't know how to coffee.
Maybe I don't, but that's beside the point. So for me personally, I thought, for me, it was exactly what I thought it would be. More chocolate, hot chocolate than what we've had. And it delivered exactly that. I wasn't misled by any way. Being a hot chocolate, I didn't expect any coffee to be in it whatsoever. Not once did it cross my mind, if I'm honest. So for me, as far as hot chocolate goes, it gets an 8. Because like we said, it tastes like Swiss Miss. Everyone knows and loves that brand. Mm-hmm. It's the go-to hot chocolate when it's cold out. You want something warm, especially as a kid. Mm-hmm. And top it off with some whipped cream and marshmallows, and you're good. You're golden. You're good to go. Mm-hmm. And this is exactly what it gave to me.
Yeah.
So 8 out of 10, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's, as far as the taste goes, it's good. It's, it's like your generic, like you said, it's just hot chocolate. Mm-hmm. But I was misled.
Okay.
Because I thought there was going to be a coffee flavor to it. And I told you when we were brewing it, I have some thoughts about this.
Right.
But I'll wait until we, come back to talk about it. So it was a bit of a letdown because I was expecting, there's going to be a little bit of coffee flavor because of mocha. No. So it's not bad by any means, just a little bit misleading. But overall, the taste is good. I think they just need to relabel the name of it. But yeah, I mean, it's good. So yeah, I mean, I think I guess I'd have to give it an 8 too because it's good. Well, no, you know what? No, it misled me. It misled me.
I was gonna say, I feel like you're being a little too generous.
Yeah, it misled me. A 7.
A 7?
Yeah.
Higher than I thought you'd go at 6 max, but
no, because it misled me, and I like the gingerbread more, and I like the caramel. So
I'll put them on par.
Listen, if it didn't mislead me, okay?
Okay. Now hear me out. Considering you thought it tasted like coffee, what if you add the creme brulee to that?
Now, see, I said that yesterday to you. I said, what if you mix the creme brulee and the vanilla?
Right.
Because the vanilla tasted like
coffee creamer.
Yeah.
And then you have the creme brulee coffee. So what if you put the coffee from the creme brulee into the mocha to get that coffee flavor you were expecting?
I don't know. Maybe I should just add some coffee.
Yeah, we could do that too. Let's get into the wine and see what we got going on there. So we got something new for the cocoa today. Mm-hmm. Can we get something new for the wine as well?
Odds are no.
Odds are it's going to be another red one.
Oh, stop.
Let's find out. All the way in the corner. It's breaking this calendar more and more each day. Oh. Well, it's not a red blend.
Okay.
So
it's a start.
Oh. I don't know how I feel about this.
Uh-oh. Dinner with Friends. White blend.
We'll see how this turns out.
This wine is called Dinner with Friends. It's a white blend.
It is a product of Hungary and it has a 12.5% alcohol by volume. So we stumbled upon another white blend.
Yeah.
For those that didn't see, first of all, go check out day 14. On day 14, we had another white blend, Snow Fort, I believe it was called. Mm-hmm. Do not recommend. Wouldn't drink again. The only reason I wanted another white blend is just to compare a second one because I've never had one before. And I'm hoping this is better to redeem a white blend.
I hope so too, but I have like a little bit of PTSD.
I mean, I do too, don't get me wrong. But, so the last wine was from Portugal. This one's from Hungary. Mm-hmm. So there should be some notable differences. Completely different regions. And believe it or not, the region will affect the quality of the taste. Yeah. Because it all depends on what's grown near and around the region and the area where the grapes are grown. They'll take in flavors. The dirt's going to be different. So all that, it affects the flavor of the wine, believe it or not. So I'm optimistic that this will be better. I'm willing to give it a second chance. But yes, I am also very skeptical.
I'll be the pessimist.
Well, you normally are with wine. So.
Well, yeah, it's true. Oh.
So
Ooh.
this and it could be just common in white blend. Now, I didn't want to use this description because it just sounds really bad, but it's not completely uncommon for some white wines to have like an ammonia type smell.
That's exactly what I was thinking when I smelled it.
It's what I was thinking when I smelled the first one. Even with that Chardonnay that we disliked really bad, I just really didn't want to use that description because it sounds really bad. Like, that's not what you want to hear when you're when you're going to drink something.
Yeah.
But this is the third wine that's had a similar smell, and being the white blend, both the white blends had a similar smell to it.
Now, I didn't get that. I didn't compare it to ammonia because I didn't pick up on any kind of like ammonia scent, but with this one's
stronger, for sure. For sure. It's definitely present.
Oh, I don't want to drink it. It's so bad.
And the problem is, I don't know if I'm picking up anything else because it's so dominant. I'm holding off on a little bit of hope that it's not going to taste as bad as it smells. But after the first white blend, it tasted as bad as it smelled. So, cheers. I'm going to need it. No. And now this gets... What did... we gave the last white blend a 1, right? Or a 2. It had to have been one of the 2. I don't see yourselves giving it higher.
Because that was really bad.
I'm going to give this one a 3. And I'm going to tell you why. It doesn't taste nearly as bad as the first white blend. It doesn't taste as bad as it smells. However, you do get a little bit of a foul aftertaste. Almost it's a sour aftertaste. And I'm not a big fan of sour in my drinks, so I'm not a big fan. But in the initial, I do get a little bit of freshness. Nothing fruity or anything like that, but and not like super earthy. But it does taste fresh. And it tastes fresh up until you swallow, and then you start getting that foul aftertaste in the back of your mouth. And I can see the appeal of this type of wine, probably with the right pairing. Definitely not by itself. Maybe something that would help complement the flavor. And believe it or not, there would be something that complements this flavor. I don't know what it is. I wouldn't immediately jump on another white blend to taste again, because that seems to be a common trend with these. But it didn't leave such a bad taste in my mouth like the previous one did, so it gets a 3 for me.
I think you're crazy. No. No. First of all, that smell.
Yeah.
No. That's just awful. I can't, like, I tried to taste it a couple times, but every time that smell was just smacking me in the face. And it's just hard. And then, like, even I didn't breathe when I was drinking it, okay? Like, I tried not to, like, breathe in. So, like, I'd breathe out and then tried it, and I was still breathing with...
Yeah.
No. It's just bad. That's like violent. I can't. And the, like you said, the taste. Because I feel like I can taste the way that it smells.
That's fair. I don't fault you against that. It's, again, it's not the greatest wine ever. It's nowhere near close to a good wine, in my opinion.
And then the aftertaste is there, and it's also not good.
Right.
So, no thanks. I'm gonna just... No.
So what's the official number?
I don't want to give it a number.
Not even on the scale.
To me, that's as bad as the Chardonnay was.
Oh, wow. Really? So I think...
Because that smell is so bad.
So I think even the other white blend you put at least at a 2, didn't you? Or was it also a 1?
I think that had to be like a 1 or a 2. I don't remember exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But I would rather take another sip of that one than this one.
Really?
Because that smell is just so overpowering. And the fact that I could taste the way that it smells is just... No.
Fair enough. So wine was not your friend today?
No. God, no.
But you had a fairly good experience with cocoa.
Yes.
Does that save the day for you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Although we had an argument over it, yes.
I call it a disagreement, but to each their own. And speaking of which, drop a comment down below and let us know. What do you think of when you think of mocha? Is it more chocolate flavor with some coffee flavor present to it? Or is it more of a coffee with some chocolate flavor added to it? Because we're at both ends of the scale here. Mm-hmm. And I think it's going to stay that way.
I think we know who's right, though.
But don't forget to like, subscribe, and we'll see you again tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.